Y'all know nothing about this. You need to pay attention. Sit back and relax. It's time for Goodall's Country Kitchen.
All right, we're down here on Goss Avenue in the heart of Germantown. We're at the Goss Avenue Deli, grand opening, just opened last week. Got Randy Spivak back in the house. My man Todd Grossman no-showed on me again. Last month, we were gonna go to St. Elmo's Steakhouse in Indianapolis. He had talked to the management. It was a done deal. Then I get all the way up to Indy. Of course, that ended up a wild goose chase. Never happened. Todd, you're on double secret probation.
Well, Todd really hasn't changed in 40 years. He got us a room once at Fountain Blue in Miami. He said he knew the manager and all that, and this was the price. And we go to check out, and the price is 3 times what he told us. We told him to handle it, and he stood there and argued with the guy for 2 hours until the guy finally had enough and gave him the price that Todd said he did and told him never to come back.
Right. As long as he got the deal, you know.
Yeah, he's good at that. He still hasn't changed.
Yeah, I've known him for probably close to 50 years. Of course, I don't remember the first 10 of it. But
Fat, drunk, and stupid is no way to go through life, son.
I was really counting on Todd and your expertise today. Thank goodness you're showing up.
On double secret probation.
And you and Todd are deli snobs.
I don't know if we're deli snobs. We just might have a little bit better taste.
Well, when it comes to Jewish-style delis in Louisville, Kentucky, you're a hard audience to please, okay?
Well, I've seen your other stuff. You're easy to please.
Well, yeah, throne, because I'm a shoo-in for Hater of the Year.
But anyway, this is kind of a unique thing we have here. This is kind of a fusion, from what I've read, between a Jewish-style deli and an Italian deli. You know, you have the corned beef, the pastramis, and some other items that you would find in a Jewish-style deli. And then you get the Italian sandwiches and products. And there's one thing they have here that I've never seen in Louisville, and that's a hero sandwich, which I have never,
Okay.
I've typed in hero sandwiches, researched. Nowhere in Louisville can you get a hero. But anyway, Randy, what do you know about it?
I don't know much. What is a hero
A
sandwich?
hero is a New York style, like submarine sandwich. Comes on a special hero bun and usually entails Italian meats and cheeses,
Okay, well, we'll find out. That's what you're going to order.
amongst a lot of other things.
Sounds good.
Okay, I want to order up like a smorgasbord of stuff today so we can just try pretty much everything that they have to offer. How about that?
Okay. sounds
Y'all
like
knew
a
I was
plan.
going to do that anyway, so
Right.
I mean, that's not much of a proclamation. It already went unsaid. All right, anything else you want to add before we get going?
No.
All right, enough gun flapping. Let's go on in and start ordering. Oh yeah, there's my favorite Seinfeld character, the soup Nazi. I love when you go to joints and they know they got a monopoly, and it's like the soup Nazi. You better stand at attention, have cash in hand, no cell phone talking, and be ready to order when it's your turn. All right, I'm going to do a little walkthrough. It's got a little quirky atmosphere here. Old memorabilia, booths, old scooters. Oh, a little miniature playground for the kids. So that tells you right there they're kid friendly. All right, this is where they probably cook their pastrami. because as you know, pastrami is beef brisket, which is brined and smoked. And yeah, this place is loaded with vintage signs, memorabilia. Come in here, they got the Dr. Brown drinks and stuff in here. Look at this old wood simple menu board. You can see, for those of y'all like me that's blind and can't read a menu, just read it up on the board. Come up here, you place your order here, and then they call your name out, get your chips. Got cheesecake, and I know they got some cookies, and then the different salads. Well, there's your cookies right there. And they support local. You can see here they've got an assortment of Pops pickles and sauces. Dill pickle hot sauce. That's a new one. Hot fries. That's something you don't see in the deli very often. Then you got your kosher dill pickles. Like I said, they make the sandwiches right in front of you. We got old school Toledo scale. They got a few tables in here. You know, they got like these old diner style stools and little tables. And then you see out here, they've got a few tables outside. So if you're wanting to dine in or whatever, I would recommend get here either real early or do a late lunch. That way you're for sure to get a table. And here's another interesting fact. These hot hero sandwiches are all named after dogs that the owner knows here in the neighborhood. Like one of them's named after his dog, which is Marty G. And these are other dogs in the neighborhood that he knows and named those. And they also donate proceeds from the sales of these to the Humane Society. So I love it when you get somebody that gives back. That's what the family-owned businesses are all about. Community and giving back.
I had the club, and it was delicious.
Okay.
And I had the hot ham and cheese, and it was really, really good.
Okay, so you didn't get like too adventurous on, like the New York stuff.
Next time.
Have you all been here before?
No,
we've
first
been
time.
waiting for it to open. So
Waiting
we're excited to try.
patiently for it to open.
So you can use decibels, but 1 out of 10, what would you give this place on your experience?
You could be negative.
Yeah.
You could be negative.
9.
9?
8.5.
Okay,
Yeah.
well, there
That's
you
pretty
go.
top-notch. And, okay, Randy, the hater over here, talking about you can be negative.
If you
Always
want,
count
you
on
don't
him.
always have to say positive.
No,
All right.
it was really
Well,
good.
ladies,
Yeah,
I
it was
thank
good.
y'all for taking the time, especially to let us share your table.
Yes,
Because this
thank
place
you.
is busy.
Yes,
All right,
it is.
thank you all.
Thank you.
We got 2 New York size sandwiches. The pastrami's 20, corned beef's 18. There's my hero. We got a whole table full of stuff. And I'm not even sure if this is going to be it. But we got a couple things that I know y'all don't know nothing about in Louisville, Kentucky. We're going to show you. This ain't one of them delis around here where you pay big money and you don't get anything on your sandwich. Yeah, this is piled high. And look at that. You already know that is fresh cooked brisket that they used. You saw the smoker outside. They smoked the brisket. They brined the, oh my gosh, 3-second rule. I ain't letting that
It's
go
no
to
problem,
waste.
right? It's
The polar vortex is on its way to Louisville, and that means ice storms are on their way too. When the ice gets up underneath the shingles and then thaws out, it causes leaky roofs. That's why you need to call Morley Roofing. Been in business since 1981. They stand behind all their work, and if you mention this ad, you get a 22% discount off any out-of-pocket expense. They do commercial and residential. So don't let me be hearing that Randy Travis song, I told you so. Oh, I told you so.
If your roof looks poorly, call Morley.
They've got an average sandwich, or like a normal sandwich. I mean, this is the thick sandwich. Normal sandwich, I think it was like about $14, and this is like 18 or $20 for the Barry Goodall size sandwich.
Right. Why play around? All right. That corned beef is so tender, it melts in your mouth. All right. Which one have you had now, the corned beef?
I'm eating the corned beef now.
So give me your 411.
No, believe it or not,
And I want you to be totally 100% honest.
believe it or not, it's great.
Believe it or not. All right, so here's another item y'all don't know nothing about. And I don't either. First time I'm having it, and that is pastrami chili. Which, of course, a lot of y'all have had beef brisket chili before. But I don't think I have ever even seen it in Louisville before. And look at that cheese they got in there. Quit fronting. They only had cups today. That's a cup. I couldn't get the full pint, but that is excellent. It's got a slight little spice to it. It's got that smokiness of the pastrami in there. And that looks like some kind of provolone or some kind of cheese here. I do believe that's provolone cheese in there. All right. So I've tried the corned beef.
No,
Corned beef.
you had the pastrami.
Okay. You're right. You're right, because I picked that up off the ground.
Right.
Now the corned beef.
There's a couple little animals here that wanted that piece, but Barry
Too bad.
to it.
I'm losing control. I always pride myself on being aggressive, like military precision. When I'm handling sandwiches, I'm dropping it everywhere.
Well, I'm glad I came hungry.
Mm-hmm. Kosher dill. Sandwiches come with them, but I want that extra. I want the full New York experience. Try this pasta salad.
Well, try the potato. The potato salad's really
Okay,
good.
I'll try that first.
It's got a slight touch of pickle in it, but it's good. And it's solid, and the potatoes aren't swimming like in a lot of potato salads, and
they
it's
still
good.
got consistency. The potatoes, you can tell it's fresh.
Yeah,
Let's see if anything really special about this pasta salad. I can see already it's got sun-dried tomatoes, celery, carrots, of course, vinegar base. I'm telling you, the combination of like this smoky brisket chili and everything just goes well together here.
yeah. We got here after the rush. I was here a little bit before the rush waiting for Barry, and it was pretty crowded in there. So you probably want to come here on an off time.
Right.
Or if you got plenty of time and you enjoy watching people, But also, you got to keep in mind it's a 60-degree day right now. Those are going to be few and far between.
Yeah, it's mid 60s. That's why I got my shorts and vacation shirt on. This is so good. I doubt if Todd could even hate on this. Now, I've said before, the Block Deli, in my opinion, has the best corned beef and corned beef Reuben. And I'm putting this pastrami in the corn. And I've had the pastrami at the Block, too. I'm putting this up there with the Block. Stevens Deli, they're pretty good. I'll tell you what, there's more TLC in this corned beef and pastrami than you usually see in the average deli.
Well, it's thicker meat on the way they cut it versus the other places.
It kind of reminds me of Cat's Deli, you know? The way they cut it thick like that and it's so tender. All right, moving along. This is what I was telling y'all. What you don't find in Louisville at all. And that's a hero sandwich. I've looked all over 4 corners of the county and I've never found a hero yet. This is called a chopped hero, which has all the Italian meats, the ham, the capicola salami, pepperoni, and then I see it's got fresh mozzarella, and the vegetables are chopped with the onion and all that, and it's got the Italian vinaigrette. And look at that split top bun. That is a quality bun, you can tell. All right. That's really good. You want to try it?
No.
Now, one thing I forgot to mention in the intro, this place was opened up by a local chef. His name is Eric Morris. He's been around the local scene. He was always known already for having the most unique and best pastrami that you could find in Louisville. So I'm glad that, you know, he's opened up his own spot here and right here in the middle of the food mecca in Germantown. Dr. Brown Diet, wash it down.
Because he's watching his calories.
Winner of the 9th annual Player Hater of the Year award is Silky Johnston.
I just like diet. You know? All right, let me try these chips. Never seen these before. Spicy dill pickle. Another discovery just made today. Let me see how these are. Want to try one?
No.
You don't like the spicy stuff?
No, I hate spicy.
These are kettle chips.
We got Lay's, though.
You got baked Lay's.
I got Lay's.
Those are excellent. Yeah. I thought you might want to try one. They ain't stingy on the meat either. Look at that. I know y'all were wondering. Came with Amazing Grace and that brand new holster. Again, I can't remember the name of the gentleman that gifted that holster to me. Please, if you see this video, make a comment. Remind me what your name is. I need to give you the credit and a shout out in the next video. And speaking of the next videos, me and the boy Builder are going to be in North Vernon, Indiana at Miller's Tavern eating a humongous Indiana tenderloin bigger than 2 of my heads. And that video is going to air on this Saturday. So be ready for that. All right. As I was saying, with my brand new holster, I come and travel with grace. I'm going to shower this chili in grace. Well, it's not enough crackers to do the fat trick, but I'll make it stretch a little. See, if I had more crackers, I'd have like a whole brand new bowl of chili here. Randy, you're doing pretty good there.
Well, I was hungry. And it's good.
What the? Huh?
Said it's good.
You heard it. Randy's as tough a critic as you're ever going to find when it comes to corned beef, pastrami. If he says it's good, that means to the average Joe, it's great.
I won't have to eat anything the rest of the week.
Right. What are your top delis that you go to here in Louisville?
I don't really. Stevens or Stevens now. That's really about the only. I go, I guess, to Good Belly because it's by my house. I'll go up there. They're open late, maybe like on Thursday night or something. So in the summertime, go grab a sandwich out of convenience. But
You live out on the. Oh, go ahead. I didn't mean to cut you off. Out of convenience, you say?
yeah, and just for just a basic cheaper sandwich, I go to Morris Deli.
Speaking of Morris's Deli, my WHAS segment this month is going to be on Super Bowl cuisine. I'm going to show you a couple places. If you're having Super Bowl parties, I'm going to show you a couple places that are going to be Super Bowl central where you can get all of your needs, like whether it be deli items, adult beverages, pretty much get anything and everything you need at Morris's Deli.
You know what? You are one of my favorite people in this city. I watch your videos all the time.
Yeah?
Can I have a picture with you?
Absolutely.
My girlfriend's gonna lose her mind.
I appreciate you shouting at me.
Gonna lose her mind.
And you don't mind doing a cameo.
No, not at all.
Camera's rolling.
Oh, camera's rolling.
But have you in here before?
This is my first time.
Okay.
I'm over at 4Pay.
Okay.
This was our first time too.
Good old.
So you're working at Four Pegs?
Yes, sir.
Are you the cook? I
No,
heard your food.
bartender over there.
Okay, because I heard that they got good food.
Oh, we got really good food.
Yeah.
You been in there?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I had actually reviewed it once, but it's a long story. I wanted their hot wings, their hottest level wings, and whoever took the order thought I wanted their challenge wings.
Oh, the hottest hot ones?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I ordered 2 orders of them. I went and ate both orders, but it was not pleasant.
Oh, I bet.
So I went ahead and published the video, but then after I thought about it, I was like, that's probably not a good look. You know? So I'm going to do it another time. You know, I don't want people thinking that those are the smoked wings.
No, we just revamped our menu. Thank you, sir.
There you go.
I appreciate that. Do you mind getting a picture? I'm taking a picture.
And what's your name?
Mike.
Mike, I appreciate
No problem,
you
man.
stopping and shouting at me.
No problem. I see you over here.
Oh,
Thank
you
you,
seen
brother.
me when
Check
you were
it
down
out.
Four
Yeah,
Pegs?
well, I seen you walking up, then I had to say something.
Oh, okay.
Because I watch your videos all the time.
Appreciate
No,
you
it's
shouting
cool.
at me, man.
All right, you guys have a good one, man.
Okay.
All right, and you do the
All right,
same.
thank you.
All right, we're down to the last bite. Shower it in grace. I might get one of them cookies you're talking about.
You want a peanut? It's peanut butter.
Oh no,
You don't want peanut
it's the
butter?
only thing in the world I don't like.
Then I'll take it home. I don't need it either.
You don't have any of the black and white ones?
No, it's just a peanut butter cookie.
That's all they got?
That's all they got. They got a cheesecake. You want a slice
No,
of
I
cheesecake?
don't like cheesecake.
Okay, there you go.
I mean, some cheesecake, but I don't want to take a gamble.
I think. You want me to open it and see? Maybe it's not
This peanut butter, I don't want nothing to do with
Well,
it.
you can smell it. See.
You can smell it. No. You
Can't
can't tell?
I-
I'll be able to tell.
I don't like peanut butter either, but it's not.
Let me wash this down. Last bite of that hero sandwich, a little diet. I want to cleanse the palate. It's not peanut butter.
Okay. Maybe.
I don't know what that is.
Let me go ask that guy.
It tastes like a fluffy sugar cookie.
Let me go ask that guy what kind of cookie it was.
Good cookie. Be even better with some cold milk.
He's busy. There's a sign that says peanut butter.
There's no way that's peanut butter.
Well, is it a good cookie?
Yeah. Like I said, it tastes like a fluffy, soft sugar cookie.
But it wasn't really sweet, though, was it?
Not overly. If that's a peanut butter cookie, I'll change my name to Todd.
Well, let me make sure. There's nobody else around there.
There's no way.
Well, I want to see you change your name. What kind of cookie is that? It says peanut butter up in the front, but we swear it doesn't taste like a peanut butter cookie.
I think that mislabeled. It's probably just a sugar cookie.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah. Here, let me give you another.
No. I'm going to tell him it's peanut butter because he said if it was peanut butter, he would change his name. Well, I guess you'll have to change your name.
You're lying. There's no way. I still don't see peanut butter.
Todd, how does it feel?
I don't see peanut butter written on there.
I'm just pulling your leg. He said it's probably a sugar cookie. He said it's mislabeled.
If that was a peanut butter cookie and I took a bite, it would already be across the street. Can't stand peanut butter. But you know the funny thing is I like peanuts. There you go. Sugar cookie. I can vouch. They're good. All right, so we're wrapping things up. I was right. They cook the pastrami on that smoker every day. I was talking to the owner, picking his brain a little bit, and I was correct on another thing. This is a Jewish style / Italian deli, like fusion. That's exactly the way that he put it to me. So I was correct on that on my research. As I said, there were several items that you're not going to get anywhere else unless you come here. Different things I've never had before, down to the pickle spicy chips and that pasta salad. Remember when I said I bit into something? It's got chopped jalapeno in it. And that was zucchini in there. So the pasta salad's different than anything I've ever had. Randy, what did you think about your experience here?
Well, it pains me to say it, but I can't find a fault. It's good. It's great. It's good. It's worth the money.
I was telling the owner, I said, my friend Randy was with me. He's as tough an audience as you're ever going to find. And he didn't have one negative thing to say. And matter of fact, said everything was good, which is a first for any of the reviews Randy's been on. So pastrami chili, another item unheard of in Louisville, Kentucky.
Potato salad was good too.
Okay, and I did get clarification on the hero sandwich as to why I've never found another sandwich called hero sandwich before. That's a New York thing. And did it my way. I said, what's the difference between a hero and just like a submarine sandwich? He said, well, it's all according to where you're from. He says in New York, they're heroes. In Philly, they're subs. North Shore, grinders. You know, it just depends on where you're at. So basically, you can get a similar sandwich maybe not as good, and definitely you're going to have a hard time finding one as big. That looked like it was at least 16 inches.
Yeah, I would say the one thing that when you go to deli, the meat is sliced thin. This was a thicker. It was a thicker slice on this, which it was a better piece of meat. So, again, it was really good.
Yeah, and if you watch videos of Cat's Deli, that's exactly how they slice their meats up there. Thick and just falls apart, tender as it can be. All right, well, definitely recommend it. Anybody in Louisville, if you like Italian subs, Jewish style items, this is your place. All right, Randy, anything else?
No.
All right, and with that, y'all don't know nothing about this Goss Avenue Deli.
It's up to you, New York.